Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most valuable and sought-after pennies in modern U.S. coin history, the 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, one of these pennies recently sold for an astonishing $98,642 at auction. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $100,000 for a penny. But what makes this coin so valuable? How can you tell if you have one? And what should you be looking for in your pocket change? Stay tuned, because in this video, we're going to uncover the full history, rare errors, and everything that makes the 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth a fortune. History of the 1974 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original coin featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse, front, and two wheat stalks on the reverse, back. However, in 1959, the U.S. Mint introduced a new reverse design featuring the Lincoln Memorial, which remained on the penny until 2008. By the time we reached 1974, the Lincoln penny was still being made from the traditional 95% copper and 5% zinc alloy. However, there was a major problem: the rising cost of copper. The U.S. Mint began exploring alternative materials, including an experimental aluminum version of the penny. While the aluminum pennies were never officially released, some 1974 aluminum pennies have surfaced and are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Most 1974 Lincoln pennies were struck in three locations: Philadelphia Mint, No Mint Mark; Denver Mint, D Mint Mark; San Francisco Mint, S Mint Mark. However, it's the No Mint Mark Philadelphia penny that has been breaking records at auctions, with some selling for nearly $100,000. No Mint Mark, what does it mean? Many people wonder why some coins don't have a mint mark. The answer is simple: pennies struck at the Philadelphia Mint traditionally do not carry a mint mark. However, even though it was common for Philadelphia pennies to lack a mint mark, certain 1974 pennies have become extremely valuable due to their rare errors, high-grade conditions, and unique characteristics. Rare errors on the 1974 Lincoln penny. Some of the most valuable 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies have errors that make them incredibly rare and desirable to collectors. Here are some key errors that could make your penny worth thousands of dollars. 1. 1974 double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is stamped twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on letters, numbers, or Lincoln's features. Look closely at Liberty, on the left side of the obverse, the date. 1974, In God We Trust. Above Lincoln's head. If you notice clear doubling in any of these areas, you could be holding a coin worth thousands of dollars. 2. Off-center strike. This error happens when the coin is struck improperly, causing part of the design to be misaligned or missing. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin. A 50% off-center strike with a visible date can be worth over $10,000. 3. Die breaks or cuts. If you see raised bumps or cracks on your penny, it may have a die crack or cut error. These are caused by a damaged die and can make a penny significantly more valuable, especially if the crack appears across Lincoln's face or near the rim. 4. Struck on aluminum planchet. This is one of the rarest errors. The U.S. Mint experimented with aluminum pennies in 1974, and while most were destroyed, a few escaped into circulation. If your penny looks lighter in color and weighs around 0.93 grams instead of the standard 3.11 grams, you may have found an ultra-rare 1974 aluminum penny, which could be worth over $250,000. 5. Broad strike error. If your penny has a wider and flatter appearance without a defined rim, it could be a broad strike error. These errors can fetch $5,000 to $20,000, depending on their condition. How to check if you have a valuable 1974 penny? So, how do you know if your 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is valuable? Follow these steps. Step 1. Inspect the coin for errors. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to check for doubling, off-center strikes, die cracks, or other unusual features. Step 2. Check the condition. The highest value pennies are those in mint state, MS, condition, meaning they look brand new with no wear. Coins graded MS 65 or higher can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Step 3. Weigh your penny. A standard copper 1974 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If it weighs significantly less, it could be an experimental aluminum penny worth a fortune. Step 4. Compare auction prices. Look at auction sites like Heritage Auctions, PCGS, and eBay to see what similar coins have sold for. Step 5. Get your coin graded. If your penny appears to be in excellent condition or has a rare error, consider sending it to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, for professional grading. Graded coins tend to sell for much higher prices. Current market value of the 1974 NO Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Now, let's talk about the current market value of the 1974 NO Mint Mark Lincoln penny. While most circulated pennies from this year are only worth face value, certain rare errors and high-grade specimens have sold for incredible amounts at auction. Regular circulated pennies, no errors, worth 1 cent to $1 MS 65 grade, high mint state condition, worth $1,000 to $5,000 MS 67 grade, extremely high quality, worth $10,000 to $20,000 major errors, double die, off-center, aluminum planchet, worth $50,000 to over $250,000 record auction sale, one of the most valuable 1974 no mint mark Lincoln penny sold for an incredible $98,642 due to its flawless condition and rarity. So there you have it. The 1974 no mint mark Lincoln penny might seem like just another penny, but under the right conditions, it could be worth nearly $100,000. If you're a coin collector or just someone who enjoys searching through pocket change, be sure to check your pennies carefully. You might be sitting on a life-changing treasure. Have you ever found a rare coin in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love rare coins and learning about their hidden value, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into an incredible 1980 no mint mark Lincoln penny that has been making waves in the numismatic world. Believe it or not, this simple 1-cent coin has sold for an astonishing $59,542 at auction. That's right, a coin that was once worth just a penny is now worth more than a brand new luxury car. So, what makes this 1980 Lincoln penny so valuable? Is it a rare error? A high-grade specimen? Or is there something unique about its history that makes collectors go crazy for it? Stick with me because we're going to cover everything you need to know, from the history of the 1980 penny, the errors to look for, how to check if you have one, and of course, how much these coins are selling for in today's market. History of the 1980 Lincoln penny. Let's start with a little background. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909. When it was first introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The original design featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse and wheat ears on the reverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. In 1959, the wheat ears were replaced with the Lincoln Memorial, in honor of the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This reverse design was used until 2008, when the U.S. Mint introduced the modern shield reverse in 2010. The 1980 Lincoln penny follows this classic Lincoln Memorial design. On the obverse, front, of the coin, we see Lincoln's profile facing right, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust." Above his head, Liberty, to the left, and the date 1980 to the right. The reverse, back, features the Lincoln Memorial, with the words, "United States of America" at the top, 1 cent, at the bottom, and "E pluribus unum" between the columns. Now you may be wondering, what's so special about a 1980 penny without a mint mark? Let's talk about that next. An no mint mark, what does it mean? Typically, U.S. coins carry a mint mark to indicate where they were produced. For example, laughing face equals Denver Mint equals San Francisco Mint, P equals Philadelphia Mint, Although most pennies from Philadelphia have no mint mark, the 1980 Lincoln pennies were produced at all three major U.S. mints: Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark; 7.4 billion coins struck Denver Mint, D mint mark; 5.1 billion coins struck San Francisco Mint, S mint mark. Only proof coins struck since Philadelphia typically did not place a mint mark on pennies. A 1980 penny without a mint mark is normal. However, there are certain factors, like rare errors, varieties, and high grades, that can make these coins incredibly valuable. Rare errors on the 1980 Lincoln penny. If you want to know why some 1980 no mint mark Lincoln pennies are worth thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars, it's because of rare errors and high grade specimens. Let's go over some key errors to look out for. 1. Double die obverse, DDO. Error. One of the most valuable types of errors is a double die. This happens when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice at slightly different angles. On a 1980 double die penny, you may notice doubling in the word Liberty, the date 1980, or In God We Trust. Some of these double die pennies have sold for thousands of dollars, depending on their condition and the strength of the doubling. 2. Off-center strike. An off-center strike occurs when the coin blank isn't properly aligned in the press, causing part of the design to be missing. The more off-center it is, especially if Lincoln's face is still visible, the more valuable the coin becomes. A 1980 off-center penny can be worth anywhere from $100 to over $5,000, depending on how misaligned the design is. 3. Broad strike error. A broad strike error happens when the coin is struck without the retaining collar, causing it to spread out wider than normal. These coins look unusual and are highly collectible. Some 1980 broad strike pennies have sold for over $1,500. 4. Die breaks and cuts. Over time, the dies used to strike coins can develop cracks, leading to raised lines or blobs on the surface of the coin. If you see a large raised area, called a cud, on the rim of your penny, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. 5. Struck on a wrong planchet. A few 1980 pennies were accidentally struck on dime planchets, which are smaller and made of different metal. These errors are extremely rare and can sell for $10,000 or more. How to check if you have a valuable 1980 penny? Want to know if your 1980 no mint mark penny is worth big money? Here's what to do. Step 1. Inspect the coin. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to check for doubling, off-center strikes, or die cracks. Step 2. Check the condition. Coins in MS65, mint state, or higher are the most valuable. If your coin has no scratches or wear, it could be worth thousands. Step 3. Weigh your coin. A standard 1980 Lincoln penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If it's significantly lighter or heavier, it could be an error. Step 4. Compare auction prices. Look at sites like Heritage Auctions, eBay, and PCGS to see what similar coins are selling for. Step 5. Get it graded. If you think you have a valuable coin, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A graded coin sells for much more than an ungraded one. Current market value of the 1980 no mint mark penny. Now, let's talk about how much these coins are worth today. Circulated condition, worth 1 cent to $5. MS63 MS65 grade, worth $50 to $500. MS67 plus grade, worth $2,000 to $10,000. Rare error pennies, worth $5,000 to over $50,000. Highest auction sale. A 1980 no mint mark Lincoln penny in near perfect condition with a rare error sold for an incredible $59,542. So there you have it. The 1980 no mint mark Lincoln penny may look ordinary, but under the right conditions, it could be worth a life-changing amount of money. Whether it's a rare error, a high-grade specimen, or a special die variety, checking your pennies carefully could lead to an incredible discovery. Have you ever found a rare penny? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you love collecting rare and valuable coins, you're in for a treat today. Imagine finding a 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in your pocket change and discovering it's worth a staggering $73,909. That's right, a simple 1-cent coin that most people overlook could be a life-changing treasure. But what makes this 1982 penny so valuable? How can you identify if you have one, and what should you look for? Stick around because in today's video, we're going to dive deep into the history of this incredible penny, its rare varieties, valuable errors, and how you can determine if you're holding a fortune in your hands. History of the 1982 Lincoln penny. Before we talk about what makes the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so special, let's take a moment to understand its historical significance. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, originally designed by Victor David Brenner to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. For many years, the coin's composition remained primarily copper. However, by the early 1980s, rising copper prices forced the U.S. Mint to make a major change. That year, 1982, became a turning point in Lincoln penny history because the U.S. Mint switched from 95% copper pennies to a new composition made of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating. This transition happened mid-year, leading to multiple varieties of the 1982 penny, including large date copper, 3.11 grams, small date copper, 3.11 grams, large date zinc, 2.5 grams, small date zinc, 2.5 grams. The no-mint mark pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which, at the time, did not add a mint mark to its coins. While most 1982 pennies are common, a rare combination of factors, like minting errors, metal composition, and coin condition, has made some of these coins worth thousands. Why is the 1982 no-mint mark penny worth so much? Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth a staggering $73,909? The answer lies in its rarity, condition, and unique characteristics. Here are the key factors that drive its value. Transitional errors. Because 1982 was a year of change, mistakes happened during production. Some pennies were struck using the wrong metal composition, making them extremely rare. High-grade coins. The most valuable 1982 no-mint mark pennies are those in mint state, MS, condition, graded MS 67 or higher. Coins in this pristine condition are extremely scarce and highly desirable to collectors. Rare small date copper variety. The 1982 no-mint mark small date copper penny is one of the rarest and most valuable varieties. Only a few exist, and their scarcity has driven prices to incredible levels. Auction record sales. One of these rare pennies in perfect condition sold at auction for an eye-popping $73,909, making it one of the most valuable modern pennies ever. Rare error varieties of the 1982 Lincoln penny. Certain errors and rare varieties make the 1982 Lincoln penny even more valuable. Here are some of the most sought-after errors to look for. 1982 D small date copper penny. This is one of the rarest transitional errors, struck in Denver with a small date and copper composition. If you find one, it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Doubled die errors. Some 1982 pennies show doubling on the date. Liberty. Or, In God We Trust. These doubled die errors are highly collectible and can fetch high prices. Off-center strikes. If your 1982 penny looks misaligned or has part of the design missing, it might be an off-center strike error. The more off-center, the more valuable it is. Some have sold for over $1,000. Die crack errors. Small cracks in the minting die can leave raised lines on the coin's surface. These can add extra value, especially if they form unique shapes or patterns. Wrong planchet errors. If a 1982 penny was mistakenly struck on a foreign coin blank or a dime planchet, it would be extremely rare and valuable. How to check if you have a valuable 1982 no-mint mark penny? So, how do you know if you have one of these rare and valuable 1982 pennies? Follow these steps. Step 1. Weigh your coin. Use a digital coin scale to determine if your penny is copper or zinc. If it weighs 3.11 grams, it's copper. If it weighs 2.5 grams, it's zinc. The rare small date copper variety is the one worth the most money. Step 2. Examine the date. Look closely at the 1982 on your penny. If it has a smaller, more compact date, you may have a small date variety, which is highly valuable. Step 3. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or a microscope to check for doubling, off-center strikes, die cracks, or other minting errors. Step 4. Check auction prices. If you think your 1982 penny is special, compare it to recently sold coins on sites like Heritage Auctions, eBay, or PCGS. Step 5. Get your coin graded. If your penny appears to be in perfect condition, consider getting it professionally graded by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. A high-grade coin will fetch much higher prices. Current market value of the 1982 NO Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Now, let's talk about how much these pennies are actually worth today. Regular 1982 No Mint Mark pennies in circulated condition are worth 1 cent to $5. MS65 MS66 grade coins can sell for $50 to $500. MS67 and higher pennies can fetch $1,000 to $5,000. Rare error coins like doubled dies, off-center strikes, and transitional errors can be worth $10,000 or more. The highest auction price for a 1982 No Mint Mark small date copper penny reached $73,909, making it one of the most valuable Lincoln cents ever discovered. The 1982 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how everyday coins can be worth a fortune. Whether you're a serious coin collector or just someone who enjoys searching through loose change, this is a penny you do not want to overlook. If you happen to find one of these rare small date copper pennies, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Have you ever found a rare penny in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on valuable coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love collecting coins or just enjoy learning about hidden treasures and everyday pocket change, then you're in for a treat. Today, we're talking about an incredible discovery, the 1981 No Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, which has been sold for a jaw-dropping $81,872 at auction. Yes, that's right. This common-looking penny could actually be worth a fortune. But what makes this particular 1981 penny so valuable? How can you identify one, and what errors or special features should you be looking for? Stick around because we're going to break down everything you need to know about this rare and valuable Lincoln penny. History of the 1981 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of U.S. currency for over a century. It was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse, front, of the coin features a portrait of Lincoln, while the reverse originally displayed 2 wheat stalks. This design remained in circulation until 1959, when the reverse was changed to the Lincoln Memorial to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The Lincoln Memorial design continued until 2008, after which it was replaced by the Union Shield in 2010. The 1981 Lincoln penny follows the Lincoln Memorial design. On the obverse, you'll see Lincoln's bust facing right, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," above, "Liberty," to the left, and the date 1981 on the right. The reverse of the coin features the Lincoln Memorial, with the words, "United States of America," above, "E Pluribus Unum," below it, and 1 cent at the bottom. Now, the key detail that makes this coin special is that it has no mint mark. Normally, pennies struck at the Philadelphia Mint during this time do not carry a mint mark, so a 1981 penny without a mint mark is generally not unusual. However, there are certain rare varieties and high-grade specimens of this penny that make it worth an astonishing amount of money. Why is the 1981 NO Mint Mark Lincoln penny valuable? You might be wondering, what's so special about a 1981 penny without a mint mark? Well, several factors contribute to its high value. Minting errors. Some rare errors on the 1981 No Mint Mark penny make it extremely desirable among collectors. Error coins are often unique, and the more dramatic the error, The higher the value. High grade condition, pennies in MS, mint state, 67 or higher are incredibly rare. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Rare varieties. Some 1981 pennies have double die errors, off-center strikes, or other unique variations that can make them extremely valuable. Collector demand. Many collectors seek out high-quality specimens of older pennies, and since the 1981 penny is from the last years before the U.S. Mint changed the composition of pennies in 1982, it holds a special place in numismatic history. Rare errors on the 1981 NO Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Errors can significantly increase the value of a coin. Here are some known errors found on the 1981 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny that can make your coin worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars. 1. Double die error. One of the most valuable errors is the double die error, where the design is imprinted twice, causing a slight overlap or doubling effect on the letters or numbers. If you see doubling on Liberty in God We Trust, or the date 1981, you could be holding a highly valuable coin. 2. Off-center strike. If the design on your penny appears shifted or partially missing, it may be an off-center strike error. Coins that are 50% or more off-center with clear date visibility can sell for hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. 3. Die crack errors. Sometimes, small cracks appear on the die used to strike coins, resulting in raised lines or unusual patterns on the penny's surface. Die crack errors on Lincoln's head, face, or along the rim are sought after by collectors. 4. Struck-through errors. If a piece of foreign material got between the die and the blank coin during minting, it could leave an imprint or cause missing details on the penny. These struck-through errors can make a 1981 penny highly valuable. 5. Wrong planchet errors. In rare cases, a penny might be struck on a different metal planchet, such as a dime or foreign coin blank. If your 1981 penny looks lighter, heavier, or a different color, it could be a rare wrong planchet error worth thousands. How to check if you have a valuable 1981 penny? If you have a 1981 penny with no mint mark, here's how to determine if it could be worth a fortune. Step 1. Examine the coin closely. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to look for double die errors, die cracks, or other unusual features. Step 2. Check the condition. The best way to determine value is by checking the condition. A penny in MS 67 or higher is extremely rare and valuable. Step 3. Weigh your coin. A regular 1981 penny should weigh 3.11 grams, since it was still made of 95% copper before the composition change in 1982. If it weighs more or less, it could be a rare variety. Step 4. Compare with auction sales. Check recent auction results on Heritage Auctions, eBay, or PCGS Price Guide to see if your coin matches high-value sales. Step 5. Get it graded. If you believe your coin is rare or in high-grade condition, consider sending it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A graded coin can sell for significantly more than an ungraded one. Current market value of the 1981 NO Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Let's talk about the current market value of the 1981 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Circulated condition. Regular circulated 1981 pennies without errors are worth face value, 1 cent. MS 65 MS 66 grade. These can sell for $50 to $500. MS 67 or higher. These can fetch $5,000 to $20,000 depending on demand. Major errors, double die, off-center, wrong planchet. These can range from $1,000 to over $50,000. Highest auction price. One of the most valuable 1981 No Mint Mark Lincoln pennies sold for an unbelievable $81,872, making it one of the most sought-after modern pennies. So there you have it. The 1981 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny might seem like an ordinary coin, but in the right condition and with the right errors, it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. If you love coin collecting or just enjoy hunting for valuable treasures, make sure to check your change. You never know what rare penny might be hiding in plain sight. Have you ever found a valuable penny in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and we have something truly exciting to talk about: the 1983 D Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, this common-looking penny has been sold at auction for an astounding $16,862. Yes, a penny that you might have in your pocket, your piggy bank, or lying around your house could be worth thousands of dollars. But what makes this specific penny so valuable? What should you look for, and how can you tell if you have one of these rare and valuable coins? Stick around, because we're going to break down the history, errors, grading, and current market value of the 1983 D Lincoln penny, and why collectors are paying big bucks for this rare find. History of the 1983 D Lincoln penny. To understand why the 1983 D Lincoln penny is so valuable, we first need to take a step back and explore the history behind it. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, when it was introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The coin was originally designed by Victor David Brenner, featuring Lincoln's profile on the obverse, front side, and wheat ears on the reverse, back side. However, in 1959, the reverse design changed to the Lincoln Memorial, a design created by Frank Gasparo to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. By 1982, the composition of the penny changed. For decades, Lincoln cents were made primarily of 95% copper, but due to the rising cost of copper, the U.S. Mint transitioned to a new composition, 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating. This change took place midway through 1982, meaning that both copper and zinc pennies exist from that year. However, by 1983, all Lincoln pennies were officially made of zinc, marking the first full year of this new composition. The 1983 D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the small D Mint mark located below the date on the obverse. The Denver Mint produced a staggering 6.4 billion pennies in 1983, making it seem like an ordinary, common coin. But despite this large mintage, some rare era coins and high-grade specimens have become incredibly valuable. What makes the 1983 D penny so valuable? Now you might be wondering, what's so special about a 1983 D penny? After all, billions were minted, so why would a single penny sell for $16,862? The answer lies in rare errors, high-grade conditions, and unique varieties that collectors highly prize. Let's go over the key factors that can make a 1983 D Lincoln penny worth a fortune. 1. 1983 D double die error. One of the most well-known and valuable errors on the 1983 D penny is the double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is imprinted twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on certain features. The 1983 double die penny is particularly famous for strong doubling on the reverse side. If you closely examine the words 1 cent, United States of America, or E pluribus unum, you may see clear signs of doubling. Collectors and coin grading services like PCGS and NGC have confirmed that some of these double-die pennies have sold for thousands of dollars. Depending on the clarity of the doubling and the condition of the coin, some MS-67 or higher graded specimens have sold for over $15,000. 2. 1983 D copper planchet error, rare. Another major reason why 1983 D pennies can be extremely valuable is the rare off-metal error. A small number of these coins were accidentally struck on leftover 95% copper planchets from 1982. Since 1983 pennies were supposed to be made of zinc, any 1983 D penny that weighs more than 2.5 grams could be a rare and valuable copper planchet error. If you have a 1983 D penny, try weighing it on a precision scale. A normal zinc penny should weigh 2.5 grams. A rare 1983 D copper penny will weigh about 3.1 grams. If you find a 1983 D penny that weighs 3.1 grams, you might have struck gold. These rare errors have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. 3. OFF center strikes and other mint errors. Minting errors make coins highly collectible, and the 1983 Lincoln penny is no exception. Some valuable errors include off-center strikes. If part of the design is missing due to an off-center strike, these can be worth anywhere from $50 to over $500, depending on the percentage of the off-center error. Die cracks and cuds. A cud occurs when part of the die breaks, leaving a raised bump on the coin. These errors can range from $100 to over $1,000 depending on severity. Struck-through errors. If a foreign object was on the coin during minting, it could leave a strange impression or blank spot, increasing the value of the coin. How to check if your 1983 penny is valuable? Now that you know what to look for, here's how you can check if your 1983 penny is worth a lot of money. Examine it under a magnifying glass or coin microscope. Look for doubling on the letters, numbers, and Lincolns. Features. Weigh your coin. Use a precision scale to see if it weighs 3.1 grams, copper, instead of 2.5 grams, zinc. Check for errors. Look for off-center strikes, die cracks, or struck-through errors. Assess the condition. Higher-grade coins, MS65 or higher, are the most valuable. Coins with no scratches, stains, or wear will fetch the highest prices. Compare with auction records. Check online auction sites like Heritage Auctions, PCGS, and eBay to see what similar coins are selling for. Current market value of the 1983 Lincoln penny. The 1983 Lincoln penny has seen some incredible auction results over the years. Here's a breakdown of the current market value based on condition and rarity. Circulated, regular condition worth 1 cent to $1 MS65, mint state. Uncirculated worth $50 to $1.50 MS67 and higher, worth $500 to $3,000 double die error, worth $5,000 to $10,000 copper planchet error, worth $10,000 to $16,862. One of the highest recorded sales for a 1983 Lincoln penny was a rare error coin that sold for an astounding $16,862 at auction. So there you have it. The 1983 Lincoln penny might seem like just another penny, but with the right errors or in top condition, it can be worth thousands of dollars. If you love coin collecting or just enjoy treasure hunting in your spare change, make sure to check your pennies carefully. You never know, you might be holding a rare gem in your hand. Have you ever found a valuable penny? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on valuable coin updates. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we have something truly exciting for all you coin collectors and treasure hunters out there. We're talking about a 2020 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that has been making waves in the numismatic world. Believe it or not, this modern penny has been sold for an incredible $1,862 at auction. Yes, you heard that right. A simple 1-cent coin that you might have in your pocket right now could be worth a small fortune. But what makes this penny so valuable? What should you look for, and how can you tell if you have one of these rare coins? Stick around because we're diving deep into the history, errors, and factors that make this 2020 Lincoln penny worth so much money. History of the 2020 Lincoln penny. Before we get into the rare and valuable versions of this coin, let's take a step back and look at its history. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, when it was first introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original coin featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse, while the reverse initially had the wheat ears design. In 1959, the reverse was changed to the Lincoln Memorial to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Then, in 2010, the U.S. Mint introduced the modern shield reverse, which we see on today's pennies. The 2020 Lincoln penny follows this design, with Abraham Lincoln's bust on the front and the Union shield on the back. The inscription, "In God We Trust," appears above Lincoln's head. Liberty is inscribed to the left, and the year, 2020, is stamped on the right. On the reverse, the shield represents unity and strength, with the banner, 1 cent, prominently displayed. An no-mint mark, what does it mean? Now you may be wondering, What's so special about a 2020 penny with no mint mark? Normally, a penny produced at the Philadelphia Mint does not carry a mint mark. So, if your 2020 Lincoln penny doesn't have a mint mark, it was most likely struck in Philadelphia. However, certain era coins and high-grade specimens of these no-mint mark pennies are what make them worth big money. Rare errors on the 2020 Lincoln penny. Errors are one of the biggest reasons why some coins become extremely valuable. Here are some rare errors found on the 2020 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that could make your coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. 1. Double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is imprinted twice, causing slight but noticeable doubling on the letters or numbers. Look closely at Lincoln's eyes, the word Liberty, or the date 2020. If you see doubling, you could have a rare double die penny. 2. Off-center strike. If your penny looks like the design is misaligned or partially missing, it might be an off-center strike error. The more off-center it is, the more valuable it can be. Some extreme off-center pennies from 2020 have sold for over $500.30. Die crack errors. Sometimes, small cracks form on the die used to strike coins, leading to raised lines or unusual patterns on the penny's surface. These die cracks, especially if they appear on Lincoln's face or near the rim, can increase the coin's value. 4. Struck-through errors. If a piece of debris or foreign material got between the die and the blank coin during the minting process, it could leave an impression or missing details on the penny. These are highly collectible and can be worth over $1,000 depending on the severity. 5. Wrong planchet errors. In rare cases, a penny might be struck on a different metal planchet, like a dime or a foreign coin blank. If you find a 2020 penny that looks off in color or weight, get it checked immediately. It could be worth thousands. How to check if you have a valuable 2020 penny? Alright, so now you're probably wondering, how do I know if my 2020 Lincoln penny is valuable? Here's what to do. Step 1. Check for errors. Carefully inspect your penny under a magnifying glass or a coin microscope. Look for any doubling, misalignment, cracks, or other unusual features. Step 2. Look at the condition. Coins in MS, mint state, condition, meaning they have no signs of wear, are the most valuable. A penny graded MS67 or higher can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Step 3. Weigh your coin. A standard 2020 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If your penny is significantly heavier or lighter, it could be a rare planchet error. Step 4. Compare auction prices. If you think you have a valuable penny, check online auctions like Heritage Auctions, eBay, or PCGS Price Guide to see what similar coins have sold for. Step 5. Get your coin graded. If your penny appears to be in exceptional condition or has a rare error, consider getting it graded by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. A professionally graded coin can sell for much higher prices. Current market value of the 2020 NO Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Now, let's talk about the current market value. While regular 2020 no mint mark pennies in circulated condition are only worth face value, rare era coins and high-grade specimens can fetch big money. MS65 MS67 grade. These coins are selling for $50 to $200. MS68 grade. These can sell for $500 to $1,000 at auctions. Major errors, double die, off-center. Struck through these can range from $300 to over $1,500. Highest auction price. One of the most valuable 2020 no mint mark Lincoln pennies sold for an incredible $1,862 due to its pristine condition and rare error. So there you have it. The 2020 no mint mark Lincoln penny might seem like just another penny, but under the right conditions, it could be worth a small fortune. If you're a coin collector or just someone who loves hunting for treasure in your spare change, make sure to check your pennies carefully. You never know what rare gem you might have. Have you ever found a rare penny in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting!